Hello everyone, namaste, welcome. My eyes are really bad today, so I can hardly see anything, which is why I'm not sure what time it is. So let's come onto our mats, into Sukhasana, our cross-legged pose. Sit on your block or your blanket, wherever you feel like you need. And let's ground down, really connect with the earth through your sit bones. Maybe shuffle a little bit to feel that connection. Have your knees down and away from you. Lengthen through your spine so it helps to roll your shoulders up towards your ears and then slightly roll them down and away. And that helps open up your palms. Let's bring our thumb and index together in Gyan Mudra. Lifting your crown to the sky. Closing your eyes. Let's take these first few precious moments of our practice to come into a space of stillness, of connection with our mat, of connection with our physical self, connection with the breath, connection with the sensations that we experience. So tune in, check in. Perhaps do a quick body scan from your feet, traveling the length of your legs, the length of your spine. Stop at places where you usually feel some tension or some aches or discomfort. Perhaps the joints, the knees, the hips, perhaps the back, lower, upper back, the neck, shoulders, all those places where we traditionally feel aches and pains. Our practice today is Tridosha practice, the 3 dosha practice. So today we're going to bring all of our 3 doshas together. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. We have elements of all 3 within us, one proportion to another. The ratio of the dosha was determined at conception, our prakriti. And we essentially stay true to our fundamental nature through life. The characteristics that have shaped our physical traits, our emotional outlook, the body, mind, spirit, shaped by these doshas. In particular, our dominant dosha. More rarely, the 3 are in equal balance or equal spread. We're balanced whether we have one dominant dosha, as long as we're balanced within the dosha that reflects our constitution. We're going to open our practice by starting with analom, vilom breath, alternate nostril breathing. And this is connecting with the different elements of our practice, the cooling and the heating elements. So our practice today will bring in some cooling and some heating. So all of the 5 elements will be present during our practice. We'll guide you through. So let's bring our dominant hand and folding the peace fingers, extending the ring and little finger and thumb. Of your other hand, bring your thumb and index to touch and turn your palm downward. So palm downward is Chin Mudra, palm up is Gyan Mudra. And then let's bring your hand in front of your face. Take a full breath in through both nostrils and then out through open mouth. Cover the right nostril. Inhale, left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cover the left nostril, release the right. Let's exhale, right nostril. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out just for a moment. And then inhale, right nostril. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cover the right, uncover the left nostril. Exhale, left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Leave the breath out just for a moment. And then inhale, left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cover the left, uncover the right nostril. Exhale, right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out just for a moment and inhale, right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cover the right, release the left. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands. Take a moment here. Return to your natural rhythm. We'll come back to this Anulom-Vilom breath again at the end of our practice. Inhaling, bring your hands together in Namaskar at your heart center. Open our time together by chanting Om 3 times, 1 Om for each of your doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Inhale fully. Exhale completely with open mouth. Inhale to prepare. Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Hands to your eyebrow center. Namaste. And welcome everybody. So we're going to get stuck right in. We're going to work our way all of the doshas, starting with Pitta. So Pitta is the dosha that brings the elements of fire and water together. So if you are Pitta dominant, you are ambitious, fearless, a warrior. So there's lots of fire burning inside of you. It literally is called the dosha that cooks. The heat that cooks, it metabolizes, transforms, digests all that you absorb, and then it turns all that energy around, uses it all up, and it transforms the energy that you receive in for energy that you then offer up. So it creates a lot of heat. So this part of our practice is to pacify the Pitta dosha, the fire element. We're going to cool that down. So we're going to be doing sort of a very cooling, gentle start to our practice. We don't want the fire burning right now. We want to calm the fire for this dosha. Like increases like, opposite is what we want to attract and draw in. So let's ground down. Let's place our right hand on the earth, fingertips or your palm, whatever feels comfortable. Inhale, let's reach up with our left arm alongside our left ear, reaching up to create some length and height. And as we exhale, let's go over to the right. Your fingers here, you can bring them into Varun Mudra, so ring and little thumb and ring connecting. Breathe into your side body here. So what we're doing here, we're creating some space to allow some of that heat to escape. One more breath here. Inhale through center, let's go up and over. Right arm reaches over. So reach up, so you might not have seen me do that, but you reach up and then you fold over to the side. Again, breathing into your side body. So for those of you who are Pitta, this is a dosha that is hot in nature, intense. Inhale back to center. Let's go all the way around. So right hand behind, left hand onto the right knee. Gaze over your right shoulder. Twist. So for Pitta practice, Pitta balancing practice, there's lots of twists involved. So helping to shift this energy here. That's metabolizing, digesting. One more breath here. Inhale, let's swing our arms around over to the other side, looking over our left shoulder. One more breath here. So this is the principle of metabolism transformation. So if ever you are feeling stuck, and you'll notice when we move to the Kapha part of our practice, we bring in Pitta, firing up a Pitta dosha. At the moment, what we're trying to connect with are the doshas of Kapha and Vata to cool down the Pitta. One more breath here. Let's inhale back to center. Let's come onto our knees, swinging our legs around. Coming into child's pose. From child's pose, we're going to flow into this cobra movement. So moving from child's pose, Balasana, inhaling to lift your gaze, and then coming onto our hands, lowering our abdomen down to the earth, rising into cobra, Bhujangasana, and then pressing through our hands into table, back into child's pose. So we're going to flow from child's pose to the earth, rising up into cobra, back into table, back into child's pose. So a little flow here. So for Pitta, here we're connecting with the water element of the dosha. This flowing movement through your spine. So inhaling to go forward towards the earth, rising up into cobra, and then back into child's pose through table. So think of the quality of water here. That's what we're nurturing right now, cultivating the flow of water. One more time here, inhaling, coming down towards the earth, rising in cobra, and then back into table and Balasana. Let's pause here in Balasana just for a moment. And I'm going to invite you to connect with Sitali or Sitkari breath, this cooling breath. So we want to cool the fire of Pitta dosha. Because when Pitta is out of balance, it's an angry, fiery, irritable, critical dosha. So we want to cool that nature, and we'll bring in the Sitali or Sitkari pranayam. For Sitali, and you may sit up here if you're beginning to feel a little too warm down on the earth. Sitali is curling your tongue, so poke out your tongue, curl the tongue, create a funnel, and then breathe along the tongue, inhaling the air into your mouth, and then exhaling through your nose. Close your mouth, exhale through your nose. If rolling your tongue is a challenge, part your teeth very slightly and then hiss through your teeth. Out through your nose. Whichever version you use, you'll have cool air rushing into your mouth and then releasing the warm air out through your nose. So thigh, curl tongue, thigh, outly parted teeth. And if you're in child's pose, do the breath here. Inhale, lift your gaze now. Let's come on to our knees. Pad your knees if you need. Tuck your toes. We're going to move into our heart open. So again, we're going to draw in the navel towards our spine. Inhale, roll your shoulders down and away. Your hands can stay at your hips here to support you, and you draw your shoulder blades together and lift your chin. This could be as far of a back bend, this camel pose you want to take, Ustrasana. An option also is to reach for your heel with one hand, and then keep drawing your sternum up towards the sky. Keep your chin slightly tucked to protect the back of your neck. This might be enough with one arm, or you can reach behind with the other arm. Push your hips and pelvis forward. Draw your navel to the spine. Shine your sternum up towards the sky. This is a back bend and a heart opener. And remember, you can always have the option of having one or both hands on your hips. So it's a more gentle back bend. One breath here. As you exhale, release your hands, moving mindfully. Again, we're going to straighten through our spine. And as we do, let's take our crown down towards the earth. Hands can support you. Crown gently brushes the earth. Shashangasana, hair pose. Hands can stay next to your head, or you can take your hands and cup the heels of your feet. And round deeply through your back here. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Engage your Uddiyana here. One breath here. So you can see how we're cultivating a sense of coolness. We're moving slowly. Let's engage with our Sitali and Sitkari breath, pranayama, during this practice. One more breath here. Then let's release our hands from our toes. Keep your legs where they are. Walk your hands back towards you. Now I'm going to turn front on so you can see me. Keeping your right knee bent where it is. Hands can be on hips. Extend your left leg out to the side and bring the sole of your foot to the earth. Coming into a variation of gate pose, Parigasana. Left hand on left leg. Inhale, ring and thumb touch, reach up to create height and length. Exhale over to the left. Gaze out towards either the side or down towards the earth. So we're cooling and grounding here. I'm going to flow here a little bit. So inhale, arms come parallel to the earth. Exhale, drop your right hand to your right leg and flip your left arm up and over. So this will disorientate you slightly. Inhale through center with your breath, sort of cartwheeling your arms like windmills. So visualize a windmill, cool air, a gentle breeze flowing here. One more time. So we move 3 times. And then let's come back to neutral spine. Let's bring in the left leg. Have a little wobble like me. And then again, let's go the other way. So extend your right leg. Connect the sole of your foot with the earth. Reach out for the edge of the right foot. So drop your right hand to your right leg. Inhale, draw your left fingertips up to the sky. Bring your hand in Varuna Mudra. Connecting here with thumb and ring finger. Exhale over to the right. Inhaling, let's flow here. Arms parallel. Exhale, left hand to left leg, right arm up and over. Inhale through center. Over to left. Back over to the right. Just flow here one more time. Moving slowly, feeling the breeze. Let's come back to neutral spine. Release your hands. Let's bring in that right leg back onto our hands. We're going to move into to Salabhasana. So lower down to the earth. Let's take your arms alongside your body. Palms can be face down or face up. Yogi's choice. Eyebrow center rests on the earth. Let's lift your right leg off the earth here. So pointing through your right toes. One breath here. Exhale to lower your right leg. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, lower your left leg. Inhale, let's lift both legs off the earth here. Keep your hands on the earth for the moment. Lower your legs. Now let's lift our right leg and right arm. Lower the right leg and right arm. Inhale to lift the left side. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift both arms and both legs. Keep your eyebrow center on the earth for the moment. Exhale to lower. Now let's bring in our eyebrow center. So we're going to lift our head, arms and legs on the inhale, rising up. Salabhasana. Locust pose. So you might gently rock here. Palms can be face up or face down, yogi's choice. Gazing ahead. One more breath. Exhale to lower completely. Let's bring your hands underneath your eyebrow center. Take a breath here, your Sitali or Sitkari breath, this cooling breath through the curled tongue or gently parted teeth, hissing in through those parted teeth or curling or through the funnel of your curled tongue. We're going to move into bow pose, Dhanurasana. So we can have half Dhanurasana variation here. So going at your own pace, this is an intense back bend. So I invite you to move with care. So here you'll notice that we have our abdomen connected with the earth. We're moving into a back bend. So we're focusing our attention on the area where the element of fire sits in the Manipur chakra. Let's reach our hands. Bend your right knee. Take a moment here and then reach back with your right hand towards your right foot. If your hand connects with your foot, then take hold of it. Or your right ankle. This might be enough for you. Keeping your left hand on the earth, you might lift your gaze here and then lift your right toes to the sky. If that's enough, you can stay by doing one side and then the other side. Otherwise, bend your left leg. And again, you might want to just try this one on its own. So release your right foot and hand to the earth. And then lift your left toes to the sky and lift your eyebrow center. So you come up just a little bit from the earth and then release. And now the option is to stay with one side and then the other, or to take both feet and move into bow pose to take hold of your ankles. Inhaling, lift your eyebrow center, lift your toes. You might rise quite high or just a little like me. Gaze ahead. You might rock gently here. Keep lifting your toes towards the sky. Drawing your legs in towards you. So your feet are pushing out against your hands and your hands are pulling in. One more breath here. Let's release to the earth with care. And then rest here. Turn onto your right ear for a moment. Take a Sitali or Sitkari breath here. Turn onto the other ear and take a Sitali or Sitkari cooling breath here. And from here, we're going to move with great care because we've been in a back bend. So rising through table, Melt your sit bones back just for a moment and have a little stretch here, perhaps coming into this very extended sort of anahatasana, melting hot toes. Not very, just a little gentle extension here. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. We're going to rise for in a moment into mountain. But before we do that, let's take a lion's breath. We're now moving our practice gear. So we're moving from the Pitta dosha into the Kapha dosha, the balancing of the Kapha dosha. So Kapha dosha is earth and water elements. And Kapha is known as the devoted, loving, trusting confidant, the loyal friend. Because it's earth and water, the quality of this dosha can get very stuck and stagnant. So think about the quality of mud, how it doesn't give or move very much. So change is not something that this dosha likes. This dosha can get very, so when it's out of balance, it can become stagnant, stuck, lethargic, and very low mood. So now we want to lift the energy. So we're going to bring in a fiery practice, a pitta practice to balance the Kapha dosha. So for our pitta dosha, we brought in a Kapha practice to calm the pitta fire. Now we're going to go the opposite way. We're bringing in the fire of the Pitta dosha to lift and energize the Kapha. Let's place our hands on the earth, fingertips pointing away from you. Lift your gaze. Let's go through open mouth. You can close and sit back on your heels if you wish. Open your mouth wide. Take a full breath out through your mouth. In through nose, out through open mouth. Let's turn our palms so our fingertips point towards us, wrists outwards. Inhale again through your nose, out through open mouth. Coming into mountain Parvatasana, tuck your toes, reach up with your tailbone, pedal your feet here. Tailbone lifted. Take a lion breath here, in through nose, out through open mouth, poking your tongue out as you do. Inhale fully. Let's walk or jump to the top of our mat. Forward fold here. Walk your hands over to the left here so that you create a twist here. Breathe deeply here. You can have a deep bend in your knees if you choose. Inhale, walk your hands through the middle, all the way over to the right. So staying in this forward fold. Inhale, back to center. Take a moment here. Inhale, let's sweep our arms up to rise up. Hands reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. From here, we're going to do breath of joy. So we did this the other day. So remember what we're trying to do now is churn up the Kapha. This dosha that's very solid, stable, reliable, trustworthy. And when it's out of balance, it can be really stuck and stagnant. So we want to shake it up a little bit, encourage a little bit of movement. This dosha, Kapha, is for structure and form. If you think about the quality of earth, but now we're going to bring in a little element of Vata. We're going to bring in Vata, air and space. So feet together or feet apart, yogi's choice. Inhale, swing your arms behind and then reach up on the in-breath. As you exhale, fold forward and swing your arms behind you. Inhale, swing your arms up. Exhale, fold, swing your arms behind you. So you're moving with your breath. Inhaling to rise, exhaling to fold. So move quite quickly here with Want to feel the air swirling around us here. So now we're using the Vata, not to cool the fire, we're using the Vata to stir up the energy, to create a little maelstrom. So one more here, wherever you are, inhaling to rise, exhaling to fold, bending through your knees as you do. Allow the cool air to feel the air circulating around you, the whoosh of the air as you move through the air. One more. I love this one so much. I could keep doing breath with you all day long. I'm into standing mountain here at the top of our mat. We're going to move directly from here into sun salutations. Again, working with the fire of sun, Surya Namaskar. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands on shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Twice more. Ardha Surya Namaskar. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold. One more time. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And we're going to move into full Surya Namaskar. Exhale, reach up, fold down, and reach back long with your right foot. Bring your right knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Stabilize here, then before you rise up. Now for your hand mudra, we're going to, let's bring our peace fingers, connect our ring and little finger with our thumb, and peace fingers extended. So peace fingers extended, ring and little fingers touching. This is the Kapha mudra here. A bit like the Pran mudra, but not quite the same. Inhale, hands to sky. Lift your gaze, lift your heart space. Exhale, hands to earth. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, step back long, plank. Now, bend into your knees, and you can come down in Ashtanga or Chaturanga. So Ashtanga is knees, chest, chin. Or Chaturanga is by bending your elbows and lowering down to the earth. Inhale to rise in Cobra, if you came down in Ashtanga, or in Up Dog, if you came down through Chaturanga. Tuck your toes back into mountain. So we're creating fire here. We're creating heat to balance the Kapha, to shift the energy of Kapha. One breath here. Let's bring our left knee to the earth and step forward with our right foot. Inhale, fingers in your Kapha mudra. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, step forward with your left foot to meet your right. And then rise up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's do that one more time now, starting on the left side. So let's start here. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, fold down towards the earth, Uttanasana. Step back long with your left leg. Bring your knee to the earth, untuck your toes. Inhale, hands to sky. Ring, little finger and thumb connected, peace fingers extended. Exhale, hands. Step in plank. Now yogi's choice again, Ashtanga or Chaturanga to the earth. So exhale, lower down. Inhale to rise in Up Dog or Bhujangasana. Exhale back into mountain. Take a moment here. Let's take a lion's breath together. Inhale through your nose, out through open mouth. Bring the right knee to the earth and step forward with your left foot. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, hands to the earth. Let's step forward with the right foot to meet the left. Inhaling to rise to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment here. So this Kapha Kara Mudra, your fingers are folded in and you've got a little extension there. Kind of looks like little bunny ears. So Pran Mudra, which is what we did the other day, is when you fold it in and your thumbs come to your knuckles. I know what my doggies are doing. At the top of your mats. Are you beginning to feel a little warm? Is the heat rising? So what we're trying to do is we're balancing opposites. We're bringing the opposite practice in. So whatever your dosha is, when you're out of balance in your dosha, you want to bring in the opposite. So if you're Pitta, you bring in Kapha, mostly a little bit of Vata. And if you're Vata, you bring in a bit of Kapha, you might bring in a bit of Pitta. If you're Kapha, then you bring in Pitta and Vata. So you bring in the other two, those doshas that are in less dominance in your system. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, fold. Step back long with your right foot, knee off the earth now. So take a moment here. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Drop the right heel to the earth. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. So keep your hips, heart and gaze facing forward. Arms reach up. Sit here. Really connect through your legs. Turn your torso. Lift your gaze. Now what we're doing with Kapha is we're now bringing in the Vata dosha. We're bringing in the Vata to balance. So here, warrior one, think about where the energy is. It's up here in your chest and heart space. So you're opening up across your heart. You're lifting your arms to the sky. So you're grounding, but you're lifting up. You're uplifting. Exhale, open your arms into warrior two. Mahavirabhadrasana. And think about where are you feeling and experiencing this in your body. And that will give you an idea of which aspect of your dosha you're connecting with. So here in Mahavirabhadrasana, there's a little twist here. Your gaze is purposeful and focused, so you're gazing ahead over your left fingertips. So you can already sense that this is connecting to Pitta. So warrior one is Vata. Warrior two is Pitta. Both balance Kapha. Drop your right hand, flip your left hand up and over for Shanti. Now remember, we don't want to gaze down because what we're trying to do is lift the Kapha energy. So we gaze up towards the sky. One more breath. Exhale, left forearm onto your left thigh. Reach up and over with your right arm. Extended side angle. And again, think about where you're creating space, where you're creating movement. So we're creating space. That's part of the Vata. So remember, space and air is Vata. We're creating heat. So this is Pitta. One more breath here. And then let's bring our right hand down towards the earth. Rotate onto the ball of our right foot and reach up with our left fingertips to the sky. One breath here. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Step back long with your left foot here. Take a moment here in plank. wherever you are. So now in plank, we're going to move into a side plank. So you can always bring your right knee to the earth here. So yogi's choice. Let's bring the right hand to the center of the mat. Turn onto the outer edge of my right foot and extend, so both legs are extended, and then draw your left arm up towards the sky. If you're doing the half variation, drop your right knee to the earth, right hand comes underneath your shoulder, and then you draw your left arm up to the sky, but you stay on your right shin. So you'll be in one of two variations here. One more breath here. Everybody drop your knees to the earth, come back into child's pose just for a moment to rest. Bring your arms alongside your body, palms face up. Take a moment here. How are you feeling? Are you feeling quite warm? So if you are sort of a little bit lethargic, if you are feeling a bit sort of like not wanting to act or move forward, if you are stuck rather than feeling invigorated, this is a practice you need to invigorate yourself. We're going to move back from child's pose, coming onto our knees, and let's move directly into plank again, Palakasana. So this time we're going to the left. So if you're going for half variation, drop your left knee to the earth, bring your left hand underneath the right shoulder, rotate onto your right foot, and draw your right arm up towards the sky. If you're going for the full variation, bring your left, I'm going to turn around so that you can see me. Left hand again underneath your shoulder. Turn onto the outer edge of your left foot. You can stack your right foot if you so choose, and then draw your right hand up towards the sky. So you'll be in one of two variations here. Exhale, everybody back into plank, knees on the earth just for a moment. And then let's rise up into Parvatasana, mountain pose. So remember, we have to do our warrior sequence on the other side. So let's step, where was I? I need to step forward with your right foot. Just working out because I spin around on my mat and I forget where I am. Step forward with your right foot. Inhale to rise up into high lunge. Now keeping your arms where they are, drop the heel of your left foot, coming into warrior one here on this side. So turn your gaze. Bend into your knee. Inhale, let's open up into warrior two, Mahavirabhadrasana. So you're now gazing over the right fingers. Your hands are in your Kapha Kara Mudra. The Kapha reducing mudra. One breath here, drop your left hand up and over with your arm. Shanti, and again, spiral your heart to lift your gaze. One breath here. We're going to move into our Vata practice very soon. Exhale, right hand onto your right thigh, and then reach up and over left arm. One more breath here. And then let's exhale, bring the left hand to the earth, rotate onto the ball of your left foot. Take a moment here. And then let's step back along with the right foot. Come onto our knees and sit all the way back on our heels. Are you feeling warm? I imagine that you are. So great, good work. I am sweating because a Pitta practice is not really for me because I don't have any Kapha in me. So now if you were Kapha, that would have been a challenging practice for you. Pittas like to have a challenging practice. So what we offer the Pitta dosha is a slow, gentle, fluid practice. Kaphas like a slow, gentle practice, so we offer them a challenging practice. And now, my lovely Vatas, the creative, artistic, free spirits among you. So this is the element of air and space coming together in this dosha. So you hear in hero's pose, open out our arms, so create some space here. But we're grounded with the earth here, so we're going to stay connected with that earth. So we're going to draw our energy down towards the earth. So our arms, let's spiral them up. Pointing, just make it even, make my arms a little even because I'm a bit lopsided as a human being. Take a moment here. Inhale, reach up. Palms together. Exhale to your heart. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale, palms together. Back to your heart. So we're now moving slowly, calmly. Vata, because they're airy and spacey, tend to move very quickly. They rush around. These are people who are energetic, vibrant. The principle of this dosha is movement. So for Pitta, it's metabolism, transformation. For Kapha, it's structure and form. For Vata, it's movement, kinetic energy. One more breath here. Take a moment. Inhale, come onto your knees. Take a breath here. And then let's come onto our hands into table. Tuck your toes and rise very slowly into mountain. So what we're connecting with now is the earth element. So here for our mountain pose, Brighton. Let's connect with the earth. So take your hands perhaps as wide as your mat. Maybe you take your feet as wide as the mat. Feel solid and stable and connected with the earth here. We're calming down the Vata. Not moving here, we're connecting with the earth. And the breath that we invite in for Vata dosha is Brahmari, honeybee breath, that buzzing sound at the back of the throat. So in your Parvatasana, take a breath in through your nose. As you exhale through closed mouth, making a humming or buzzing sound at the back of your throat. So you feel the vibration in your ears, your head. One breath here. Look up to the top of your mat. Let's take a very slow walk to the top of the mat. We're in no rush to get there, not like Pitta. We don't need to jump forward. Vatas want to jump and move quickly, but we're going to slow it down. Bending into your knees. Uncurl your spine, rising up very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Head and shoulders last. Come into standing mountain. Tridosha. For your mudra, let's point the peace fingers down, creating this downward pointing V. Ring, thumb, and little finger touching. This is the Bhu Mudra. So you're standing in your standing mountain. Feet can be hip distance wide. Lift your toes. Connect with the earth one toe at a time. Ground down through your feet. Feeling steady here. From here, we're going to move into Vrikshasana, tree pose. So we're going to move slowly, bringing this. We're in no rush to get anywhere. Shift the weight into your left leg and peel your right foot off the earth. Right heel can come to left ankle. Right foot can come to your left shin, or with helping hands to the inside of your left thigh. Keep your mudra here, your Bhu Mudra, grounding and connecting you. Now you can stay here with your, if you wish, bring your hands to your hips. Like, don't be crazy and fall over. Balance you onto a wall, hold on to. Make sure you feel steady and stable and connected. If you're Vata, what you'll try and do here is bring your foot up as high as you can, like me. And you'll rush through tree like this, like a whirlwind. Let's slow it down. As you inhale, let's rise with our arms up towards the sky, very, very slowly. One full breath here. Exhale, let's bring our hands together to our heart. I'm going to release our foot from our leg. What we're going to do is bring it in towards the front so that our knee is bent. Option to hold onto a wall or onto your hips here, or hands at your heart. We're going to move into Tridosha Sun, dancer's pose, Lord of the Dance. So bend into your knee and take your back towards you. Your left hand at the heart, and you can begin to reach back with your right hand to take hold of your right foot, or you can keep both your hands here. Lift your right toes as high as they can go. Crown is reaching forward. If you're holding your right foot, take hold of the inside of your right foot. Lift the right toes. If you're happy here, you can reach forward with your left arm, or you can wobble like me. One full breath here. And then let's release your foot with care, coming back with your knee rising to the front before lowering to the earth. Take a breath here. And go on to the other side. So back into your standing mountain, coming to your Bhu Mudra, Earth Mudra. Lift your toes, connect with the earth, one toe at a time. Peel your left heel off the earth and bring it to your right ankle, right shin, or the inside of your right thigh. Yogi's choice. When you're steady and stable and balanced here, because remember, Vata is always up here in the head. We're bringing Vata down to the earth. Round down through that left. Inhale to rise with your arms towards the sky, moving slowly. One more breath. And then let's release our hands down towards the heart. And as you release your left foot, bring your right knee in front of you. I'm going to turn around because I've got the wall behind me. Exhaling, reach forward with your crown, back with your left heel. Lift your toes up towards the sky. Hands can stay at your heart, or you can reach back for your left foot. And right arm can extend. Coming into your variation of Nataraja Sun, Lord of the Dance. So this Lord of the Dance is not playful. This Lord of the Dance is moving slowly and gracefully. One more breath. And then let's release our foot, flow it forward, and then release to the earth. Take a breath here. Inhale, hands to sky. exhale to fall down towards the earth, coming directly onto your sit knees, onto your sit bones. And let's come all the way down to the earth. So if you were feeling very warm off the Kapha balancing practice, you should be much cooler, steadier, calmer here. Let's hug in your right knee to your heart space. Draw it in towards your heart. Left leg can have a bend in the knee, or you can have that left leg extended. See how it's in your lower back. Take a full breath here. And then lift your right toes rather, up to the sky. Exhale, right leg over the left, so that you bring that right leg down towards the earth, and you'll gently roll onto your left hip. So your right leg doesn't need to be parallel. There's an angle here. I don't have enough space. You're on your left hip. So you're going to feel this twist. And normally when we twist, we normally feel it a lot higher up around our midriff. This twist, you should be feeling it in your hips. So much lower down, because we're connecting with the earth element. We're trying to cultivate a sense of rootedness, of stability. One more breath here. And then inhale, bending into your knee, roll back onto your back, hug it in. And then let's bring that right foot and hug in the left knee to the heart. Ardha Pavan Muktasan. The right foot can stay in the earth with the knee bent, or you can extend that leg long. Protecting your lower back as you need. Then lift your left toes up to the sky. Exhale. Let's lower the left leg down towards the earth, and as we do that, we roll onto the right hip. And again, you should feel the twist a little bit lower down. One full breath here. Inhaling. Inhaling. Let's bend into the left knee. And roll onto our backs. Let's hug in the right, roll on the lower back. Very gentle, slow. And your arms and legs, a short shavasana, or you can stay in a long shavasana. We'll be here for a minute or so. So Pitta, the ambitious, fearless warrior, decisive, funny, cooperative, confident, courageous, out of balance, angry, aggressive, vain, proud. So to balance the Pitta in us, we draw on a cooling practice. So increasing the water element by working with Kapha, the Kapha dosha, the devoted, loving, tender, confidant, patient, diplomatic, kind, generous, loyal. When out of balance, stuck, stubborn, melancholy, lethargic, insecure. So we work with Pitta to bring in a bit of fire. Air, we work with Vata to bring in a little bit of uplift. For the Vata dosha, the creative, artistic, free spirit, energetic, bubbly, enthusiastic, positive. When out of balance, nervous, anxious, spacey, forgetful. So we bring in Kapha dosha. We cultivate the Kapha-like qualities of stability, of steadiness, of reassurance. One more breath wherever you are. And then begin to bring in some gentle, mindful movement into your fingers and toes by curling and uncurling. Inhaling to stretch out through your arms and legs. Exhaling to hug everything in. Rolling onto your side to rise up into Sukhasana, your comfortable, steady seat. And then when you're here, let's bring your dominant hand in front of your face. Fold in your peace fingers. Extend your ring, little and thumb. The other hand, thumb and index touching, palm face down in chin mudra. Take a full breath in through your nose, out through open mouth. Inhale through your left nostril. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cover the left, hold the breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, right nostril, uncover the nostril. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right nostril. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, left nostril. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Around. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the breath. 4 through your left nostril. 4, 3, 2. Releasing your hand, returning to your natural breath. Bring your hands together at your heart space. Closing our practice by chanting Om Shanti 3 times. And each Shanti for each of your doshas. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Inhale fully. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hands to your eyebrow center. Dhanyavad. And thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget, if you watch this on YouTube, to like and subscribe. So this was Tridosha, the first part. I'm going to do the second part on Saturday